Hey, real quick, I've started a Patreon for this channel. The link should be near the top of the description. Check it out. Some great benefits. There's a bonus episode. There'll be uncut episodes, Minecraft server, Discord server. See ya. Enjoy the episode. Hello, and welcome back to Taverno Rockhold. Oh man, oopsie doopsie. Okay, listen guys, I know it's been a minute, and I know this isn't the world we're used to, but listen here guys. The reason it's taken me so long to upload is because I fell out. Like you can look at like any of my videos and they all have this theme of like, oh, I like doing thing, but when I do thing too much, I don't like, you know, I just need change sometimes. And I've been meaning to return to this channel. Oh, wait, hold up. I've been meaning to return to this channel so hard, and now it's officially time to do that. But I can't keep doing that same modded world. It was getting confusing for me. It was getting laggy. And I personally, it's just not my style of Minecraft. So I wanted to introduce you guys to one of my favorite Minecraft mods ever. This is Minecraft Re-Indev. So basically I want you to imagine that Minecraft Indev just went a different way. And you know, some modern features, but some like crazy features were implemented. And this is just like an alternate reality of Minecraft Indev with like that same spirit of how things worked and how things felt, you know, interacting with the world with such curiosity like we used to all get playing Minecraft. That's what this mod is all about. So I personally like this mod just because it adds, like I just said, more curiosity to the game, because we all have those memories of like being, you know, in Minecraft, not knowing what's happening, being scared of different mobs, or, you know, being impressed by new mechanics we've learned. That's exactly what this mod is after, and I really appreciate it for that. So I'll mention before it gets weird, this is not my world. This is the public server you can access by joining the Discord. And it's just a great mod. It's all around fun. I recommend you at least try it out if you're not gonna join the server. At least just try a single player world. They've got hardcore even. It's just fun. But anyway, I decided I'd do this simply because like the content isn't changed if I change worlds. I mean, like the visual is, but like listen, like this YouTube channel isn't about the same Minecraft world. I know for some it kind of was, I suppose, but I mean, hey, I'm broadening your taste. Listen, you might have clicked because of the Minecraft mods I was using, but if you stayed for me, so still got me. Anyway, it's been a crazy few months since I last uploaded. Basically, what I'll say happened was I was going to like totally like revamp this channel and make it all cool and shit, and then life just got in the way, and I just couldn't. And it's not even like, oh, life got in the way. It's like school got in the way. School mainly is the biggest thing that happened. And I had way more responsibilities, and I had to finish it up. To finish high school. Make that sound like a crazy accomplishment. None of this is mine, by the way. I am just totally using other people's farms. I had to finish up high school and shit and focus on that and graduating and all that. And I had tons of free time this summer, but then I was contemplating whether or not I wanted to go on the same world or do this mod. And I felt for the longest time that I couldn't do this mod, but then I was like, you know what? It's my channel. What the hell? Like it'll be fine. So yeah, we have that. But now that we're back on the channel, I can start talking about my problems again. Because this is essentially a way for me to journal. I also do journal from time to time. I kind of fell out with it recently, but like this is just another way for me to journal. This is just a way for me to game and journal at the same time and pretend I'm leveling up a YouTube career. I don't even have a bed in here, do I? But I felt really, I don't know. So basically, I previously worked at Firehouse Subs, as you guys know. And I don't know if I got into this in a previous episode, but I basically stopped working there because I wanted a job that paid better and maybe had better benefits. Just in general, I just didn't want to work there anymore. So what I did was I got hired, sort of. I started training at this like reading trivia at a bar type of job. So it paid like 20 an hour. It was fantastic. But I was only a little bit through my training when my availability just got bad with theater. Theater is crazy. I mean, you're gone until 6 p.m. every day, and then no job wants a high schooler that can only work, not that late realistically from, past 6. It got hard. I just couldn't do it. And they quietly let me go. But then I was able to apply to a movie theater near me, but they paid $7.25. That was a weird way to phrase that. They paid the minimum wage in my state, and that was kind of offensive to me. I was like, it was a super easy job, but I was like working it, and I was just like, dude, what am I doing? This sucks. So I stopped doing that after about 2 weeks, and since then I've been unemployed, and that's kind of hard as a high schooler to be unemployed. But the problem is the stakes are just so low. I mean, like, I'm going to a community college, and regardless of that, my parents are paying for my entire tuition. So it's just, I don't want to say like it's hard to like want to work or something, but like, it's like, I don't know. I just don't feel the stakes of like, oh, I need to work, So since December of last year, I've just been like doing my own thing, at home each day. And it's really struck me this summer. Well, and I'm not trying, like, I applied to like 2 to 3 jobs a week this summer. Like it was ridiculous. Okay, nobody wanted to hire me, and I don't understand why. And it's because I didn't go for things like, McDonald's, Taco Bell and stuff. Like I went for like slightly like careerish jobs, but still like entry level, and nobody wanted me despite my open availability and all that. But made me mad. But just recently, I got hired at a nearby AMC, and that was really nice. I'm really glad that happened because I needed that. I liked working in the movie theater. Do not get me wrong, like that shit was fun. But $7.25 was ridiculous. So now I'm gonna be making 13, which is and that's the minimum wage of the state I'm about to work in. But dude, look, like a minimum wage job in my state is such an insult. A minimum wage job in that state is like, okay, we're cooking. Like 13 an hour, not that bad. Not that bad. I mean, could be better, but considering it's like a movie theater job, free movies, all that shit, it's like whatever. So I feel good. I feel good about that. I'm really happy. Okay, guys, I don't know what to, okay, listen. There's this house right in front of my little cave. And every time I walk out of my cave, I want like a little campus for myself. And I feel like this house like needs to go. But it's so rude to just destroy someone's house because they haven't been on in forever. But like, this has been here for too long. And I just want it gone. But it's especially rude to have video evidence of me destroying someone's house, because someday, what if they find this content and they're like, Reandev, the server, oh my god, this person lives right by my house, and they're watching this video and they're just like, oh, there goes my house. I'm sure they really wouldn't mind. They haven't been on in over a year. I mean, 365 days. 365 times 24, that's how many hours they haven't been on this world. This was probably their starter base. They probably moved. I'm gonna do it. I feel so bad. I gotta do it. I want like my little area out here. I can make so many funny things. And if this person ever logs back on, I'll rebuild it for you. Very rude. Very rude. But hey, let me go on about how people don't like me in my real life. So guys, but anyway, I'm gonna be working at the AMC near me, and then that's really fucking hype. And I think the benefits truly actually, for a movie theater job, the benefits actually might like make the pay that much better, because like I don't spend a ton of money on going to see a movie, but it's a pretty frequent cost for me. There's a lot of movies I like to see and I want to see, quite frequently. So I think being able to see any movie for free, anytime, is actually going to be quite a good benefit. And 50% off concessions and all that. It's going to be nice. I can't wait. And I feel like I'm going to meet some nice people. And if I'm gonna meet rude people, then, well, that's fun too. And I just think it's gonna be all around long time, because the owner didn't want to pay for the rental. So we didn't have the server for a while, but it's back. Anyway, yeah, so people don't really get me. People don't really, oh man. People don't get me, people don't vibe with me, people don't ride with me. And it sucks. It's really hard. Because I try so hard to vibe with people, but nobody wants to vibe back. So my plan is to upload an episode of Taverno Rockhold. I was phrasing that like an upload schedule. There's never going to be an upload schedule here. But I plan on uploading an episode or two to Spotify. Well, I plan on uploading a lot of episodes to Spotify, but I don't know. I want to get up on Spotify. That's a big thing of mine, just for promotion of the show and for ease of listening. If you like the YouTube ones, because I think my content is separated enough from the game to be able to do that. So I don't know. That's my plan. Maybe not even just Spotify. Maybe all podcast platforms. I just know it's a lot easier if you just go through Spotify's podcasting thing. Really simple if you do it that way. Oh, store this pickaxe. I like this content. I like making it. It's just, I need more structure with it. I need like, oh, here's what time I record an episode on this day, and I do, you know, I record 2 on a Wednesday, you know. Because it's just been, I don't know. Hello. It's been hard, like, just to get myself to do this. And for the longest time, that was because I did not want to play on the world. But then I recently had that epiphany. I'm like, you know what? It's not about the world. I can do this on whatever world I'd like. Yeah, this school year was kind of tough on me, I won't lie. It was just like very tiring, trying to please people, and eventually I didn't even get to hit it in the school year, but I hit a point this summer where I'm like, well, great, okay, fine, I'm alone, fine, you win, you guys win. Which is signs that obviously there's a reason people don't respect me. I haven't figured that out yet. I'm planning on figuring it out in college because simply like, I just can't be bothered right now. I'd rather just let the theoretical emotions and thoughts just win for now. I'll figure it out eventually. I just don't know. And there's a ton of people I wanted to be friends with after high school that I can just tell are never going to be my friend unless I'm, in the news or some shit. And that sucks to me. It sucks a lot. And I don't know what I did to these people to make them hate me so much. There was this one girl that I was getting really close with, and I didn't even really see her in like a romantic way, because that's a common thing with these testosterone brains we have, is we see people as like relationship opportunities even if they express no interest. And I've definitely struggled with that in the past. But what pissed me off about this one is I literally made every effort to not do that or think that way about her, and somehow she got that vibe, or people told her about how I did that to people in the past. And it sucked. It sucked a lot because I thought I finally made a friend, and it seemed like I didn't even actually make a mistake this time. It was just my past mistakes were just the talk of the town, and I didn't get to have that friendship. And it felt in a lot of ways like there was nothing I could do to please anyone. It's like, okay, yeah, I know I fucked up back then, so let me learn now, let me grow now. And I don't know, they just wouldn't give me that opportunity. And the other issue is just people see me as this, like, I don't know, people would start to see me as like this antagonistic force, like this crazy fucking wild transgender. I don't know. I don't know what their narrative was deep down, because I wasn't allowed in on that. But like, I'm so chill, and it feels like anybody who actually has a brain understands that. And it feels like everyone at my high school was just brainless like that, And it's rude to look at people like that. It's rude to look at them as like non-thinkers, and I'm this thinker. But God, it was like anybody I interacted with, like a lot of the people who graduated 2022 saw who I was, respected me, and just understood. But this year, like, it's just, there's still nobody in my grade that I feel is on a level I respect with thought and intelligence and whatnot. Well, there's a couple, I guess, but they just don't like me for some reason. I don't know, because I've tried nothing more than to, stay chill, stay fun, but it doesn't matter to these people. all about, oh, you said this one time, or, you know, I'm gonna start spreading this about this that you said to me, and it's like, well, that's not what I meant when I said that to you. It's like, oh, well, it looked like it, you know, and they don't give me a public platform to apologize. And, you know, you apologize on Snapchat, you just look like a bitch. So I don't know. And then on top of all this, I think there's a lot of transgender ethics that go into it, where like, I'm not gonna sit here and say like, oh, you need to treat me like a woman because I identify as one, right? Like that's, you know, like it or not, that's up to people, you know, whether or not they see you as a real woman. But goddamn, some of these people like act like I'm just this like chimpy boy that like fucking objectifies women. And I wasn't. Like no, never. If you got that vibe, you just like, it's not even like, oh, I'm so sorry you got that vibe. It's like I genuinely wonder how. I genuinely wonder like, how'd you get there from me, you know? I'm so chill. I do nothing to offend anyone. I sit there and I just don't know where people get their shit. I don't know where people get their shit. And I don't know how other people are cool. And I'm starting to think, or I was starting to think, I'm past all this. I'm talking about it because I'm journaling through YouTube right now. But I got to a point where I just like, or what was I saying? Oh yeah, like how the fuck do you be cool in today's day and age? Like what the fuck even is that? And why do other people get it so much? And like, oh, actually, okay, I've like like a huge part of why I wasn't perceived as cool is because I didn't smoke weed, and I didn't vape or do nicotine. And I know that's something people who don't do that shit say, but it was so true for me. Like it was so true. Like people just did not, people would use that shit against me, bro. Like they'd make it like such a personality flaw that I don't do that shit. Not like they were peer pressuring, but they were just like being all like, just like weird about it around me and shit. And it's like, dude, I'm not just gonna like go tell a teacher or some shit. Like I don't do that shit personally, but it's like, I'm not gonna like hunt you down if you do, dude. And so I had that reputation just being like that person. It was like, oh, all anti-drugs and alcohol and shit. It's like, no, I just don't do that because I don't want to fuck up my own brain and shit, you know, so young. And I'm not gonna like scold you, you know, someone hits it in a group. I might get like slightly uncomfortable because it's hard for me because I had a relationship trauma sort of with that. I'm gonna call it trauma, but I don't necessarily believe it's trauma. I'm afraid to use words like trauma because I think people overuse them, so I don't want to be one that overuses it. But anyway, yeah, so like I get uncomfortable around drugs and alcohol as a topic, but realistically, like I'm not gonna like fucking stop anyone. Like, go ahead. I mean, you know, not good for you, but you got it. But nobody got that. And they were all just, oh, you know. And it was just so much gossip and rumors. And I love this Christian Bale quote that a lot of people, including me, got from this Tom Holland interview. That was like, if you have a problem with me, text me. And if you can't text me, you know, if you don't have my number, you don't know me well enough to have a problem with me. And that really resonated with me. And I was like, oh, wow, I could have used that my entire high school. And like, I did fine in high school. Again, like, you know, people didn't clamor for me, but like, I don't know. I just never had a huge following, and it just bugged me to see how other people were perceived as cool when they were just so lame. They were just so lame on like a universal and, you know, accomplishment level. It's like I had all these dreams I would have, you know, proudly talked about with anyone, but nobody wanted to talk about dreams. They just wanted to smoke. And I say that as like it's not actually how I feel, but it's like, just like, it's the vibe. It's the vibe. And, you know, in the theater program, everyone's just talking shit about the director, and they just like act like they hate being there or some shit. It's like, why did you even audition, you know? I had a great relationship with the director, and I had great roles in all of the shows we did because, you know, I'm just like that. And then they'd hold that against me, and they'd be like, oh, well, you know, she's all close with the director and shit, and like too close actually for our liking. So, you know, it's just like, it pissed me off for the longest time, but I should make this cobblestone. But at the end of the day, that's high school, and I have totally gained that level of just that bubble they say you get around all your high school memories, like the second you graduate. Actually, it took a few weeks for me. But generally, it was just like, oh, yeah, that was all just high school. And it all just kind of feels like that. Now, I'm just reopening it because I want to talk to myself about it, talk to the internet of all places about it. But yeah, I don't know. Just people were just so weird to me in high school, and I didn't deserve any of it, especially my senior year. I think, yeah, I was a little weird my junior year. The COVID sophomore year didn't help. This, that. But fuck, man. By the end of the year, I could just do nothing to please anyone, and that's fine. I mean, I was fine with that. But I'm hoping motherfuckers in college aren't like that. I know generally college motherfuckers, like you can go through college not really giving a shit about anyone or anything, but then you can also choose to give a shit about people and things. That's how I think it works. And I'll give a shit about the people that stand out to me. But I've definitely like given up on like relationships and shit. I mean, someone's gonna have to deadass be like making a move on me for me to figure that shit out in the first place. But also, I've just reached a point where I just don't care, and I just know generally people aren't for me. At least, dude, especially high school. Oh my god, dude, I dated like technically 2 people in my entire high school career, but it was realistically just 1 because the first one was like from middle school, like 8th grade through freshman year a little bit, but that's not real. And goddamn, dude, like my senior year, I was really hoping I'd meet someone, but like, dude, even if I tried my best on like some of these people, or like, there was just no one that interested me, like actually deep down, like that I could see as like a high value person that's going to contribute to my life. And the person I dated in my junior year, like they had their issues because it was their senior year. So they were just going through a lot. But they were still very like high value. And I think I still respect them a lot for some of the things they stood for back then even, and just generally did. And I've still yet to meet anyone like them. And I guess I did describe this in one YouTube video, but I don't know. That person's still cool to me. We don't really like hang out or anything, but I do kind of want to be friends with them again, just simply because I just feel like I think I met them at a bad time, and I think they were going through a lot in life and didn't understand a lot. And I just have the idea that they have a newfound wisdom about a lot of things now that they've had a year in the adult world. And I'm about to enter my first year in the adult world too. So I need all the help I can get realistically. Because I've just had a horrible time this summer, like keeping up with people and, picking dates and, being on time to shit. I've had a horrible time with that for some reason this summer. And I wish it weren't like that, but it unfortunately is. I forgot about these. Fun. But I'm really shocked it's already August 12th as I record this. I feel I sort of wasted this summer. And it's not over yet, all that shit. And I actually, dude, I got so lucky with college. I only have classes on Monday and Wednesday. Now granted, I still have to like make time in my schedule to study and shit, which is like gonna be hell. But I'm shocked at how few classes I have. That's like awesome. So I just have a ton of free time in September through December. I only picked my first semester, but incredible. Because I always heard like, well, in college, you can just choose not to have classes on Friday. And then as I was picking classes, no classes are taught on Friday. Oh my God. I was tempted to ask like, hey, I don't want one, but like, are there any classes on Friday? Because I always heard of it as this like thing, like, well, if you get lucky, if you're one of the first to pick all your classes and shit, it's like, no, not an issue. Maybe I'm gonna assume in a bigger college that is a more prominent problem, because I'm going to like a very small community college. But anyway, I just have a ton of free time in my September. I'm gonna look at my planner right now because I color coded it and I just like did a box around every Wednesday and every Monday. And there's so much free time. And yeah, That is just a majority of days I've got nothing going on. And granted, I don't know my work schedule. I don't know how many hours I'm gonna have to study per week, all that shit. But just generally speaking, I've got such a free time coming up. Does this look cool? Yeah, that looks cool enough. I think, I don't know. I know we have pillars, some sort. Basalt pillars. That look better. I think it just will. Oh yeah, shit me. Riding merrily along. But I'm definitely in a huge area of like a, you know, self-growth and shit. It's hard. It's so hard, man. Cause I've had no one this summer, and I've tried reaching out. I've tried, dude. Nobody fucking cares. Nobody fucking cares. I wasted my time in high school, and there's not like, oh, that one person that truly saw me for me, and you know, I can talk to. Like, just in terms of people my age, because that's the biggest thing. I could talk to plenty of people younger than me, and they're all like, oh yeah, good shit. You know, you're so fun. But like I need people my age telling me that and talking to me and telling me what's up. And nobody my age respected me. Not like a single soul my age respected me in high school. And that was so damaging. And generally, people are just moving to other colleges. I have to meet these people in college, and I just wanted some people this summer to know and vibe with, and that just didn't happen. And I feel, I don't know. And then I wish I also could have just done like a bunch of self-improvement shit, and you know, gone to the gym every day and journaled at 3 a.m. in the morning at the sunset, you know, like all that. But then I was also just too lazy to do any of that. That sucks, because I deserved that so hard, but I don't know. I wasted my own time, and now it's August 12th, and I want to change things. So that's the real reason I started this channel back up. Okay, there we go. Fun little cobble. Oh, I should do mossy cobblestone in some spots. Tree after all. Shit, these cobblestone trees look great. What else has happened? I saw a lot of movies. I was talking about this a little earlier, but I just saw so many movies this year. But cost aside, I saw there were some bangers this year, bro. 2023 was a good year. Wait, oh man. I just remembered Barbie and Oppenheimer, and I'm like, oh my god, the year is not even like close to over. And then I was like, oh wait, those came out in like midsummer, and now it's like late summer. Ah, fuck, I hate time. Anyway. Saw some great movies this year though. Fucking Guardians of the Galaxy 3. Oh my god. Beast, bro. Beast. That was a great one. Shit, what else? I really did like Barbie. That was a cool one. Oh, Across the Spider-Verse. God damn, Across the Spider-Verse. I want to own that one on digital, bro. That one's so good. I really like that movie. It sucks what's happening to the third one. It's just in like development hell, strike, and all that. Oh, I can't just sleep. We're low-key never gonna get that movie. Like, ugh. Because there's like a rumor that it hardly even started production, and that it might take until like 2026 to fully make, and that's just painful. I hope that's not true, but low-key, it makes sense. I know I just need more structure and format for this channel. I really like the style of it. I was comparing it to some other channels this morning and doing my research. I'm like, I am doing something unique. It's kind of hard to describe, but it is unique to me at the moment. It's like a mix. It's a mix of a lot of styles I see on YouTube. And I like how, I don't know, it's interesting because, so I was watching Flow State specifically. He's very similar to me, but he's more about, I think he writes his shit out and he like delivers it like over Minecraft gameplay, but it's like, it's pre-recorded gameplay. Whereas me, the gameplay comes here and now in combination with my thoughts, and I'm more off the dome. So it's interesting just how I'm a little bit like that. I'm a little bit like this channel I found last year called The Last Block, which is actually kind of how I found this mod. I'm a little bit like him because he would talk about like lessons and shit while playing beta Minecraft. Although now he's more like base tour, let's play shit. Because that just ended up garnering more views and shit. A shame. But yeah, so I'm a little bit like both of them. And then I'd like to consider myself more of a podcast than both of those because my shit's a little longer in length, and then also I think my words exist independent to the gameplay. And I talked about this at the very beginning, I think. But like, you don't need to be seeing what's happening in the game to understand why I'm saying what I'm saying. Because I too am just talking to myself and playing Minecraft, right? So I think that's very interesting. But if you watch Minecraft, you get it and you understand. Again, every now and then I talk about something. So yeah, I think that's gonna be I'm curious to see how this feels as a podcast. You know, I'll be listening to my first episode on Spotify when I publish it. But yeah, I don't know. It's a fun channel. Like I like this concept. I like it a lot. I've always been in search of something very like low maintenance. Like because okay, as much as it sucks, I found out I need to be able to get out like a video in just like less than 12 hours. Like that's how I need to be able to make content. That's always how I've been needed to make content. I can't do long form. I can't do, this project took me, 6 months to make. I cannot make a video like that. It's just not how I work. I've always been very like, it needs to happen. Now it needs to be like, here's what I was feeling that day. Here's what I said about it, Well, I mean, it hasn't necessarily always been like that, I guess, but it's just always needed to be very like quick with the way it's produced and made. And I think this format really complements that well and still delivers something high quality. Because it's I could so easily be making horrible videos right now and being like, well, at least I pumped them out really quick. And by some people's definition, my videos probably are pretty horrible. But I'm pretty proud of them. I'm pretty proud of how I speak. I'm pretty proud of, the things I stand for and how I express that through my gameplay and the way I phrase my things. I don't know. I just think overall it's a satisfying content style to consume. And it seems like enough other people feel the same way. Oh, okay. Dude, but you know what? And this is the crazy thing, and this is what a lot of people say, is like, you'll be like, oh man, those high school memories. And then you'll be like, but goddamn, low key, that shit was fun. Like, you'll be like, oh, those people were shitty, all this. But okay, aside from how I like interacted with people and shit, damn, high school was fun. I fucking loved all my teachers. I loved theater. I loved just like doing my own thing. It really felt nice too. Cause like, I'll complain about it, but I feel like, okay, I did pretty well. I'm listening to music right now, and some of the music is just reminding me of high school. I'm listening to my May playlist, I believe. So it's just very like, yeah. It's just a little nostalgic. I think my best season was like December. I think that's like, around that time I was just doing well and shit was working. But then near the end of the year, shit just got annoying and mean and I just wanted to go. And I did, I graduated. I could not imagine, if this was my junior year, God. I wasted most of my junior year in that relationship though, and I that sucks. Dude, if you're like about to go into high school or some shit, you're a junior, dude, like be careful, okay? Your junior year has every right to be your best year, And I think junior year, yeah, is most people's best. But just stay weary, man. You think you're entering the best relationship of your life. Shit gets complicated. You just gotta make sure you and other people are on the same page. Watch your boundaries, watch your expectations, and good luck. But at the same time, enjoy it, and I don't know, I don't regret that relationship in any way. It definitely taught me a lot. It was just like, just horrible timing, honestly. I'd have taken it like any other year. Oh, well. This thing down here is a thing I did. Actually, and the crazy thing is it's around a year ago already, and I hate that so much. But I did this while watching season 1 of Better Call Saul, but I wasn't paying attention. I was just doing this. It took forever. It just took forever. And it doesn't look that huge by today's standards, but God, when you don't have enchantments, bro, oh my God. It's so much bigger in my mind when I remember doing it. I feel like it's at least 2 times this length, but yeah, this much just took forever. I don't know what I'm ever gonna do down here, but it looks nice. It's a nice looking spot. I don't even remember where I got all this lava. Oh no, there's a whole network. Yeah, if you go, let's see. I might be able to expose some of it. No, not really. Ugh, it's just horrible though. But it turned out fun. But yeah, this mod does mean a lot to me, and it weirdly made me realize my gender, and that it's super weird. So I'm watching. I think it just starts with the last block. I get like recommended these like Minecraft beta videos, and I'm like, oh, that's so interesting. Like this guy literally just plays Minecraft beta 1.8, I think, and just 1.8.3, and he just talks about his his lessons, his life, and all that. And I was like so interested in that. I'm like, oh my God, this totally like, it's cool. So I was looking more into Minecraft beta 1.8.3. Is that what it is? 1.8. I don't remember the actual Minecraft version. But I was looking more into the version itself, and there was a YouTube community growing about it actually. But part of that was like the modding community, and there were a couple mods. There was one called Better Than Adventure. So where am I? I was looking into the modding scene. There was Better Than Adventure. That one was more geared towards people who, well, it was like Minecraft beta 1.8 but better, so just like cooler features. I think there were like seasons and more biomes and shit. And then there was Mango Pack, which was like every Minecraft mod at that time just made to work together. So it was all the portal guns and airships and Aether mods. And then there was this one, Minecraft Reindev. And Reindev stands out because it's not trying to be a 1.8.3 mod. It's trying to take it back even further, and then add to that. So that's what's so cool about Reindev is it's a beta mod, but it's really an alpha mod. And then so yeah, I ended up joining the Discord. Well, I think I joined the Discord server for about all of them, but this Discord server stood out because like everyone there was like a femboy. Everyone there was talking about like thigh-high socks and shit. And at first it was kind of like embarrassing. I'm like, oh my, well, I don't want to be around it. Like it's so Discord to have a place like this. And if anybody from the Reindev server is listening, like no shame, I'm about to explain how it's one of the greatest things ever. But it was at the time it was very like, oh God, I don't want to be here. But slowly there were things ticking in my mind. I was the type that was like wearing leggings and shorts all throughout my junior year, all throughout 2022 basically. And so eventually things just kind of clicked, and I realized like, I'm trans. That makes a lot of sense. I am a transgender woman. And then so Reindev and the Reindev Discord kind of helped me realize that, and I'm pretty grateful through that. And I wouldn't feel the same way without, I don't know, maybe I would have eventually come to it, but I realized, well, and then what the Discord server made me realize is like, oh, like trans people can be cool too. Like there's a lot of, I don't want to say it like this, but there's a lot of weird and annoying ones. I don't mean it like that, but it's hard. It's hard. I feel like there's a reason society has all these things against trans people, and but I felt that like the Reindev server taught me that like trans people can be cool too, and I don't have to be like all weird and like masculinely feminine. Like I can take it at my own pace. And I can make it fun. Oh fuck. And that's what Reindev taught me. And then yeah, so then I kind of associate this mod with my gender, and this server especially. This server is very, very LGBT. And it's cool. I mean, obviously the mod's for anyone. The mod isn't inherently like that, but there's a lot of people on the Discord who will tell you like this is their awakening. So yeah, I have to adjust the content to this kind of, and I think that's going to be a little difficult. But yeah, it's a fun enough mod. It's like some of the additions are cool. Like these are like basically shulker boxes, but they're crates, and so they can carry just a couple items, and the stack sizes aren't very high. But it's just very interesting. It's like an early game shulker box. Make your portable storage even better. Okay, I think I'm gonna end this episode here. And yeah, I'm gonna edit this. I have to edit it completely differently. I was using a different program before. It was hard. If you made it all the way this far, please, I beg you to subscribe. It will be worth it. You know, some better content is coming. You know, if you had your doubts about this one, I'll respond to any criticism. I'll adapt, bro. If you want graphs on the screen right now, like, just tell me. I'll put it up there. Make sure to check out the Patreon. That's definitely a thing I want to get going. You know, and then tell me what else I can do on the Patreon. It's very hard to just like make a Patreon and understand what people want or could want. Yeah, so thank you so much for supporting. Thank you so much for being here. Please subscribe. Let's get this channel like monetized, dude. Like, I don't want to like obsess over like the monetary aspect of making content, but dude, it's like, it's just so, it'd be wonderful. It'd be wonderful if I could make a living off of just making content for people, you know? And I'm sure my content has to achieve a sort of a higher level to really do that. But, you know, I'm still willing to stay here for everyone and make it all work. So anyway, thank you so much for watching. Subscribe and check out some more videos. This has been Taverno Rockhold signing out. Thank you guys. Goodbye. Goodbye. Goodbye so much. Goodbye.